My first Ramadan was amazing. I think of it as my virtual Ramadan, even though the start was difficult for me as I had lost my job. This difficult situation was really a blessing in disguise. Since I wasn't working, I was better able to focus on this blessed month in a way I wouldn't have been able to if I had been working. In fact, losing my job was the most difficult part of Ramadan for me. I am a single mom with 3 kids, so losing my job was demoralizing, to say the least. Still, I was able to learn to forgive and then move on and let go. In fact, I was able to find a better job, so in the end, I realized that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is indeed the best of all planners. The easiest part was being able to spend time with my family. My kids were home from school, so we were able to spend more time together. So many times, everyone is so busy in their own little worlds that we barely take time just to be together as a family. Because of COVID-19, the masjid was closed for the first 20 days of Ramadan. However, several Zoom classes and seminars became available. In fact, this made my experience better, and I was able to learn more because I was able to attend more of these classes than I normally would have if they had been in person. I learned so much. I feel as if I benefited so much from these learning sessions. My favorite sessions were on prayer. I learned more about the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that was available during Salah. One sheikh even listed 15 ways that you can seek forgiveness during prayer. I also learned how to recite the Qur'an, even though I am quite slow. MashaAllah, I can read the Arabic. I think learning to read and recite was the most enjoyable part of Ramadan for me. I also enjoyed listening to recitations of others as well. Getting up for Sahur was a little difficult. One time I even overslept by quite a bit. It was 11:30 a.m. before I woke up. However, I usually had a good meal for Sahur and it sustained me throughout the day. I was hungry by iftar though. My sisters gave me all kinds of food to help me break my fast, so we always had plenty to eat. Alhamdulillah, the last 10 days the masjid was open. I am so grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we were able to pray together during those last 10 days, even with social distancing and restrictions. Whenever we prayed, I imagined that angels filled in the gaps where we could not. The Taraweeh prayers seemed over too quick. Our Imam recited so beautifully. On the night of Laylatul Qadr, we had a large group at the masjid. There were about 200 people. It was incredible to see how generous everyone was. We raised twice the amount needed for the masjid in one night. I decided to stay up all night in order to pray and recite Qur'an. My middle child helped keep me awake, and even my youngest stayed up all night as well. I fell asleep after Fajr and woke up an hour later full of energy. Eid was amazing too. I was able to relax and spend time with family and friends. My mother, who is not Muslim, even made a nice lunch for me and my kids for Eid. We later went to the park with some of the sisters from the masjid. Don't worry, we still wore masks. I discovered so much during this month. Forgiveness and mercy were 2 things that I felt were emphasized over this month. I forgave more, argued less, and practiced patience. I learned that I can truly live with less and that what abundance I have can be shared with others in order to ease their burdens. I am truly grateful for what I have been given. I feel closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than I have ever been. I pray that I can continue what I learned during Ramadan for the rest of the year. I came out of Ramadan sad that it was over and eager for next year. We are truly blessed to have seen this month, and I pray that we will all be able to make it to Ramadan next year.